So now we're ready to prepare the mung bean soup. I'm heating the pressure cooker, adding 3 tablespoons of ghee, which will melt right away. Let that happen. And to this, I will add the mustard seeds. Let me put this away. Here is melting. It's hot, hot, hot. Ghee adds a wonderful, already smelling it, sweet fragrance. Adding the mustard seeds, which will start popping really soon. Can you start hearing it? Almost there. I added 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. I'm going to cover it for just a moment, and then will come the 1 cup of onion, which I minced. This is, I'll turn it up a little bit. Ready for that to pop. As they pop, they mature. So you always want to take a moment and wait for it to happen. You can breathe, relax your shoulders. Always have to remind myself. And then we can add the next item, which is, I said, onion. And as you see, we'll add, remember, I told you about all the wonderful herbs that we're going to add to the mustard seeds. So it will take probably about a minute or so to start popping. Here it is. Can you hear that? Starting. So I'm going to add the onions. Woo! Turn the heat down a little bit. We add 2 tablespoons peeled and grated ginger. I will give this just a moment to let the onion saute a little bit, and we'll get started. We'll start adding the herbs and spices. Turmeric, I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon. See how this is doing now? I turn it down. I'll turn it a little higher. Smells already incredible. And I didn't even added the herbs and spices. You can't go wrong with ghee, onion, and ginger. So I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon. Let me make sure this is the right amount. Yes. This is 1. And then we'll add about 1 teaspoon of fennel, which add a nice sweet flavor. Then we add coriander, again 1 teaspoon. Coriander and fennel you can be more generous with. You have to be more careful with the turmeric and careful with the cumin, which is a 1/2 teaspoon, because they can overtake the flavor. 1 teaspoon of basil. And as we talk about the garam masala, I'm going to use only 1/4 teaspoon because it is strong and I don't want it to overwhelm the general flavor. So we have done all the herbs and spices. Mix them well. Get the water, 5 cups. Mix it nicely together. And then I will add the split mung. Now after you wash them, they can get, they can get stuck together. So got to work on just pulling them in. There you go. Kind of make sure that they are separated. They tend to cling to each other. 1 tablespoon of vegetable broth powder. Our celery, 2 stalks. And to this, we are adding about 1.5 cups of carrots. And our green cabbage. It's a very healthy meal. See how many vegetables we adding to it. I'm going to turn the heat up. So always I put in the top the leaves. As I said, 4 colored leaves without the stems. You saw how we chop them. Add them right here. Leave them right on the top. Mix the rest together. Then we cover. I lock, bring it to a boil, and I will simmer it for only 5 minutes. And we'll have the soup then ready. But then we'll add about a teaspoon and a half of salt and about a teaspoon and a half of fresh lemon juice, which will help to bring out the flavor. And we'll blend it all. I will use a hand blender, and then the soup will be ready.